Alrighty, welcome back to another American Reacts Bedhead edition today. And we're looking at what is AFL, Aussie Rules Explained. Let's read about it. In the description, kind of has a cool paragraph here. Australian football, known as AFL, Aussie Rules, or footy, is a fast, skillful, and tough game played by some of the fittest professional athletes on the planet. And AFL fans are as passionate as any sports fans in the world, with an American and Canadian competing against each other in the AFL for the first time. Here's a 5-minute AFL lesson for those in North America and all around the world. Awesome. Okay, so let's check this out. I am always been a big sports fan. I don't watch sports as much in recent years as I did when I was younger, but I can always appreciate learning about a new sport. I'm kind of pumped up for this. I'm a big NFL fan, American, National Football League. So let's check it out.
It's got running. Now they're starting to run. It's got kicking.
Okay.
It's got bone-on-bone hits.
Oh, dang.
No, it's not rugby.
Okay, so he heard him say it's not rugby. Okay, so, obviously I know about football, American football, and soccer, of course, or football known around the world, and rugby. I've heard of rugby, obviously seen it. Rugby is somewhat common in the U.S. On an amateur level, but not on TV. But this is definitely new, so we're going to learn more about it. But like he said, it's not rugby, so I'm thinking the ball looks kind of bizarre, right?
It's Australian football, although you might hear it called Aussie Rules or even footy. This is Australia's biggest sport and is now played professionally by 18 teams in the AFL. It has the fourth highest average attendance of any domestic sports league in the world.
Wow.
These are some serious fans. What do you
That's
say
some serious numbers.
Basics? Aussie Rules is played on a football field probably bigger than any you've ever seen.
Look at how big that field was.
Aussie Rules is played on a football field probably.
All right, now soccer fields are massive. Like, in my opinion, they always seem massive in person. And it still dwarfs a soccer field. Dang, how big is that field? That must be just gargantuan, right? It's got some interesting, I don't know what you would call these, I guess, goalposts. So I'm sure he'll break that down for us. And it's that weird shape, huh? The field, it's almost a circle. Way bigger than NFL and baseball and basketball.
Takes some crazy bounces.
Egg-shaped ball.
Each team consists of 18 players on the field and 4 on the bench.
Okay.
Tremendous athletes, these players are basketball-sized with the hands and foot speed of an NFL wide receiver and stamina greater than a soccer player. This is interesting.
I was going to say, these guys don't look small. They're definitely big, and they're solid, but they got to be agile, it looks like. And, dude, that field is so big. You got to have some amazing stamina. Oh, my God. You have to cover so much ground, and then you're getting hit, too. Woo, this looks intense. I like it.
The game starts with a center bounce. A bit like
a
cool jump ball.
I like that.
The basic object of the game, like American football, is to move the ball down the field.
Look at that flow. I like that. Whoa, look at that. What? He kicked it right through.
The ball 3 ways. Running, but you have to bounce it every 16 yards.
Okay. I imagine that takes a little bit of skill because that ball isn't a perfect, circle like a soccer ball or a basketball that you could dribble quite easily. So I assume maybe you can lose control of the ball sometimes because of the shape if it hits wrong.
Using your fist to hit it forward.
Oh,
this is called a handball, another skill unique to Aussie Rules.
It's almost like volleyball, huh? You gotta hit it forward to a teammate.
And of course, the most common way is kicking.
Kicking, yeah. Look at that. That's so cool, man. This is crazy.
Like a quarterback using feet instead of hands, these guys can hit a teammate on the run at 50 yards. If the kick is a little high, a player may have to jump and make a spectacular catch.
Oh my God. That guy stole that from everyone. That was cool. Whoa, what?
And believe it or not, you can use the opponent as a springboard.
Okay.
If you take a mark, you can keep going, or you can stop on the spot and take an unimpeded.
How badass was that? Come on.
Once in scoring,
how does that not excite you?
The idea is to kick the ball through the 2 large upright posts. That's a goal and worth 6 points.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, you can even, yeah, you can just kick it through on the ground too.
Or send it between the big post and the outer lower post, it's worth 1 point and is called a behind.
Okay, so you can even hit the post for a point, or you can get it on the side goals basically for a point. Okay.
A final score line might look something like this.
Okay, so pretty high scores, over 100.
By the way, there's no offside rule. Don't get us wrong, there are positions.
No offsides, that's interesting.
Forwards go forward. And midfielders, yep, play in midfield.
This is better from Hawthorn. We know what a good kick.
Man, I am going to have to look further into this. This is... I'm intrigued. This looks exciting. Dang.
Players come in all shapes and sizes. The Fremantle Dockers have 5'8" Hayden Ballantyne, 6'3" Nate Fife, and 7-footer Aaron Sandilands.
7-footer. Oh my God.
You can tackle hard, but not too high or low. It has to be between the shoulders and the knees.
Okay, yeah. So you can tackle.
4 quarters of 20 minutes, but like soccer, time is added on for stoppages of play. The extra time can be as much as 10 additional minutes.
Okay.
AFL teams play 22 regular season games. The top 8 teams make the playoffs, or as they're called in Australia, the finals.
Okay.
Eventually, 2 teams meet in the championship game or the grand final. It's Australia's Super Bowl and is played every year in the magnificent Melbourne Cricket Ground in front of 90,000 plus. It's a big deal.
Dang. I could feel the energy just through the headphones here, man.
Franklin. Oh, yes, he has. Langford running hard. He'll fancy this. It's got a knot. It's a goal.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions? Check us out at afl.com.au and on Twitter at
wow.
AFL.
Wow. Holy crap. Where do I start? That was awesome. I thought we'd start with, like a rules explained, because that makes the most sense, because I've never seen it. I can guarantee you I'll be reacting to more AFL. So please comment below what you think of this, what you learned, and what you want me to react to next. Review time. It looks awesome. It is like taking every sport that I know and putting it like in a burrito. It is a mixture of everything and just, consuming it all at once. It's awesome. You wouldn't think taking so many things and just throwing it together would work, but I think it works. I mean, let's take a stroll in the comments. Like the first comment, nobody. Australia, let's mix all the sports except baseball. Yeah, like it's awesome. You got to dribble it. I like that you can. It's not straight up where you can pass it. So, mobility between teammates still has to have some skill, right? You got to hit it, so that takes a little more control. You got to kick it, which takes a lot of control. I like how the ball is egg-shaped, so it's mostly controllable, but sometimes we'll have weird bounces, right? Might fly through the air weird sometimes. Oh, man, there's a lot of skill involved in the field. I think what's most intriguing is the field is so big, and it gives you a lot of room. It gives these guys a lot of room to make some big plays, have that ball soaring through the air. And I'm sure allows for some big hits too. Looks very taxing on the players. Like, you have to be a true athlete, I think, because got to be able to catch and run and, of course, defend. And, you got to be able to tackle and be offensive, right? It's not like American football where, you just have defense guys that really all they have to do is play defense, and offensive guys where all they have to do is be good at offense. I mean, everyone's got to be good at a little bit of everything. And just the stamina from getting hit and catching the ball and kicking the ball and running on a field that is twice as big as any other sport, basically, intense. More comments. When American sports are canceled and you're preparing for AFL by watching the rules first, that's me right now. Watch the rules. That was a great breakdown. That's from the official AFL channel. And I will certainly be checking much more of this out. Actual game clips, highlights, and hopefully more. I can't stress this enough to the foreigners. The rich history the sport has in Australia. The game is over 150 years old, and some of the clubs have been around since the start. We all know the history. Plus, generation of our families have been going to the footy like us through wars and everything. Players stay in the industry and are around for decades. That's awesome, man. As an American, I find this sport far more entertaining than our football. I plan to watch this now. I agree. I think NFL is really entertaining. The style of play has changed over the years. It maybe isn't, in my opinion, as good as it was 20 years ago. It's almost a lot less physical. The problem with American football is the referees and the league is so like stringent on penalties and flags now. So yeah, I feel like it's a lot less physical, if that makes sense. I feel like the real gridiron element to American football is slowly deteriorating. Awesome introduction to AFL for my English learning students in school here in Germany. I will show this video for our new unit in English lesson with the topic Australia. How cool is that? This guy says, I'm French and I find this sport an absolute banger. Well, I agree. I'm American and I find this sport an absolute banger as well. I guess we'll wrap it up for that one. Please let me know down below what you think of this. Also, if you don't mind, throw me some requests, some great AFL videos to check out, and I certainly will check them out. I'm pretty pumped up. This American is blown away by AFL. Looks awesome. Cannot wait to watch more. Definitely, if you could, throw a thumbs up on there. One click helps me out a lot. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe for more stuff like this, and of course, I'll catch you later.